There are so many people who are suffering with obesity, and they will try so many ways to reduce their weight, but it is not so easy, and they feel very tired, and they feel some vitamin deficiency and physically weak. And those who are going for gym, it is not easy to burn fat in gym, because if you burn your calories 500 calories in 1 hour, if you eat one meal, you'll get back those 500 calories intake to your body. That is difficult to reduce in that way. I followed one diet which is VRK diet, but it is not completely VRK diet. VRK diet is fantastic because that is a solution for reversing our diabetic, BP, thyroid, and psoriasis. He will say so many lifestyle diseases. But for me, only reducing weight is enough. So I made it little easy. I modified few things, and I made it little comfort to reduce weight with good energy, and without any vitamin deficiencies, and with good resistance boost. So uh, I will tell that diet so you can follow if you want to reduce your weight. Okay, so I will tell the items in different categories. um, Please remember this. For fat category, you can take ghee and coconut oil. In protein category, you can take egg and all kind of non-veg, mutton, chicken, prawns, fish, anything, and paneer and curd. Okay, and other category is low carbs. Low carbs is all vegetables it will come under, and you can have all leafy vegetables. But here there is a condition: you have to avoid root based vegetables like beetroot and high number of carrots. You can take one or two, but you should avoid carrots high intake, and potato, sweet potato, elephant tang. These all things root based vegetables you have to avoid. And other category is nuts. Nuts you can take directly, um, in this: badam, pista, cashew nuts, and groundnuts, flax seeds, and pumpkin seeds. So these all things you can have. And apart from these categories and items, you have to take other things mandatory per day: 3 liters of water, and one multivitamin tablet, 2 to 3 lemons per day. Okay, so these are the items which is our majority of our diet. We should not take anything other than this. Okay, for cooking you can add few things. So let's come to cooking part. We'll how to cook. Okay, so for cooking, uh, you can use additional two oils. We already have two oils, that is ghee and coconut oil. You can add another two oils like groundnut oil and butter. So these four things you have to use for cooking. And the method of cooking as you wish. However you were cooking before, the same method you can follow, same taste you can follow. There is no restrictions in the taste. All spices you can use according to your taste. Salt and bitchy, anything you can add according to your taste, simply. And vegetables also same. You can cook like a sambar and have the pieces, or you can fry them and have it, or you can soup them and have it. Like however you want, you can cook and have it. And the restriction is don't use any sweets in cooking. Sugar, jaggery, or milk you should not use. How to eat. Okay, we have prepared, we know how to prepare, but how to eat. So our body is not used to have these kind of items like coconut oil and more ghee, and we always used to have rice, chapati, these all things, regular food things. So let us make our body adopt these new items, and make it slowly uh, into the diet. Okay, so in the same way, we follow initially 4 5 days in one method of diet. After that, we'll follow other method. So initially 4 days, we'll follow 3 days, 3 meals a day. 3 meals, already we used to have 3 meals, so we follow the same method. In 3 times when you have food, two things are mandatory. Two categories are mandatory. One is fat, and another is vegetable. In fat, you know that you can have coconut and ghee, right? So coconut and ghee, anything you can have, but minimum 2 to 3 tablespoons. Better have 3 tablespoons each time when you have a meal. Okay, so you can have the fat coconut oil, um, 2 3, let's say, uh, you add 3 tablespoons coconut oil in a glass, and squeeze some lemon juice, and add 2 to 3 tablespoons of curd into it, and have some salt, and mix it well and have it. That is easiest way, those who want to have coconut oil. And for ghee, you can have directly, and you can mix it with the vegetables and have it. Make sure that if you are mixing in a plate, the plate also absorbs few things, like it will, 1 spoon of ghee will be there with the plate itself. So always make sure that minimum 3 tablespoons, 2 to 3 tablespoons going inside the stomach. Okay, so these two are mandatory. Apart from this, the non-veg, egg, remaining nuts, these are all optional. Optional means you should not avoid per day, but you can skip one time in a 3 times. Let's say night you don't want to take any non-veg, you can skip it, but you cannot skip the fat and vegetables. Okay, and this is the first method for 4 5 days. In these 4 5 days, what 3 liters of water whenever you want to take, you can take, and lemon you can squeeze it into water, have some salt and have it, and multivitamin tablet you can take whenever you want. Okay, there is no time for that. After 4 5 days, you have to eat only 2 times a day. Okay, you have to start 2 meals per day. Whatever you want to eat, you have to eat all the items in 2 times only. Okay, but same method follows, same order follows, like fat and vegetables are mandatory, you cannot avoid whenever you are having meal. And remaining all things, you can have whatever you want, and if it is sufficient, you can stop it. Okay, and another rule from fifth day, you should not eat if you are not feeling hungry. Strictly, let's say if you are not feeling hungry for 24 hours, you should not eat. Even if you want to uh, skip or push the hunger for a little longer, you can push it. Have some water, have some lemon water also, you can push your hunger 1 or 2 hours. Okay, later you can have the meal. So per day, only 2 meals. Sometimes you may not feel hungry for a whole day. Okay, don't have it. 2 meals is not mandatory. Okay, maximum 2 meals. So in my I followed diet, and I reduced same I reduced 7 kgs in 25 days in the same method. So uh, when I followed diet, uh, 3 to 4 days I had only 1 meal a day. So it may happen to everybody. Don't be afraid that I lost my hunger, but you don't feel any tiredness, any weakness. You feel more energy, more active. Okay, don't be afraid. And after 1 month, if you follow the same method with same items, it you can reduce 7 to 8 kgs per month minimum. And if you can stretch your hunger for few hours more every time, then you can reduce more than 10 kgs easily.